In this video, I will talk about mindful erotic practice, and I will explain the purpose of the mindful erotic practice inspiration sessions. Mindful erotic practice. What is it? Why would you do it? And how does it actually work? Mindful erotic practice is regular self-pleasuring, but in a mindful way. And it's a practice. Well, that's pretty much what the definition is saying, mindful erotic practice. But what does it actually mean to mindfully engage in self-pleasure? First of all, it starts with paying attention to what you are doing during your self-pleasuring and consciously trying variations. At this point in your life, you may or may not engage in regular self-pleasuring or masturbation. Most people get used to a habitual and very efficient way of masturbating. And it's great if you have such a quick and easy way to come to a climax and experience pleasure. However, by doing it only in one way, the nervous system can easily get bored and eventually go numb and atrophy. It's like driving the same highway again and again. After a while, you don't really have to pay attention anymore to go over this road. And you may not even really notice that you passed it. In your body, you might notice that only certain parts are sensitive and other parts are less or not sensitive at all. Or you might notice that only certain types of touch or stimulants are sensitive and other things don't really work for you. It is what can happen if you only take one road. The other roads become less accessible because of atrophy. Now, atrophy sounds really bad for your body, for your brain, but it's actually your nervous system being very efficient, and it shows how flexible your nervous system is, how flexible your brain is. You can unlearn things that you don't really need, and you can learn the things that are necessary at that time. So it's not a bad thing. By using more variation, creative touch techniques, and paying more attention to body sensation, we can learn to experience more pleasure. And in doing so, we can rewire our brain. It is like driving different roads each day. Okay, so mindful erotic practice starts with paying attention to what you are doing during your self-pleasuring and consciously trying different variations. Another important part about mindful erotic practice is that it is a practice. Trying variations doesn't mean always instant bliss. It can be very uncomfortable as well, or frustrating. You might feel distracted, or you cannot find access to erotic pleasure. It is very important to understand the word practice in mindful erotic practice. There's no doing wrong in this. It is trying, experimenting, exploring, discovering more of you and your body. It can be emotional, relieving. It can be funny. It can be highly pleasurable and sexy. But remember, it is always a practice, and pleasure is the guidance towards more pleasure. Note that mindful erotic practice doesn't have to involve genital touch. What are possibilities to feel erotic energy flowing without genital touch? Touching the whole body erotically, for example, or involving breath, sound, movement, imagination. So mindful erotic practice is a practice in body exploration in which we invite the erotic by paying attention and trying variations. And why is it something you want to do? Through mindful self-pleasuring, we can learn to experience more profound pleasure. Pleasure in itself is very valuable in life, but it also helps to release stress and trauma that is literally stuck in our tissues, in our neck and shoulders and pelvises. Mindful erotic practice increases awareness, and it transforms the brain to become more sensitive towards the positive and pleasurable experiences in life and less sensitive to the negative ones. Cultural prohibitions inhibit the awareness of sexual feeling, and the nervous system responds to stress by numbing body awareness and erotic feeling in particular. Mindful erotic practice can help to feel more and feel more alive. Okay, so now you really want to do mindful erotic practice, don't you? But how? It starts with noticing. Noticing what sensations you feel inside your body. And where do you feel them? Noticing how your body wants to move, how your body wants to breathe or is breathing, where it is releasing or contracting. Where do you feel a small sense of pleasure? Or what about the environment that you are in? What would make it better? A pillow or a blanket? Or maybe you want to prepare yourself, your own body in a certain way, by stretching or having a shower. In order to start noticing, it often helps to slow down a little bit, to adjust to the rhythm of the body, which is often a little bit slower than our thinking minds. To help yourself trying different things, you can set an intention for yourself or work around a theme. The Mindful Erotic Practice inspiration sessions are here to inspire you in what a mindful erotic practice session could look like. Each episode has a theme or an intention, and we start each session with an introduction exercise to come into the feeling body and to start noticing. Then there is a playlist of 40 minutes. 40 minutes? Yes, 40 minutes. It is not your regular quick and easy way. It is a body exploration exercise. After these 40 minutes of mindful erotic practice, we take 5 minutes of savoring in silence. This is an important part of the exercise, so don't skip it. Taking the time to come back to stillness is helping the body to integrate the practice. And then at the end there will be a reflection exercise to anchor your. This will all be an audio fragment, so it's only music and some guidance of my voice once in a while. So no cameras or anything. It will be just you and your practice and with my voice to guide you. Now remember that this is a practice, so there's no right or wrong way. I invite you to be open to what you experience during these inspiration sessions, and this also means that if you feel that you don't want to participate in an exercise or you feel like you have to stop earlier, do so, because that is the practice, to listen to your own body, to your own body wisdom. These sessions might help you to notice what is pleasurable and what is not pleasurable for you. You may find music that is great for you and music that is horrible for you, that totally doesn't work. In either way, it gives you more knowledge about your pleasure. And that is my goal. So may it inspire you towards endless creative erotic practices of your own.